Hello, welcome to the Bible in 5 years. My name is Armando. We are reading the Bible in chronological order. More than 300 stories, probably 400, 500, I don't know. It's going to take us a few years, 3, 4 years maybe. But we will continue to read the Bible always in a short, sweet manner. Short stories, small stories, no very long ones, no. And this project podcast is not aimed for Christians. No, it's aimed for people who has never read the Bible. They don't know what the Bible says. They're not familiarized with the Bible. That's right. If you want to know what the Bible says, stay, check, listen, watch. I don't know. At the end of the reading, I will give more detailed information. So let's change the music to do the reading of today. Let's go. Day 264, offerings of dedication. Numbers chapter 7 from verse 1 on. On the day Moses set up the tabernacle, he anointed it and set it apart as holy, along with all its furnishings and the altar with its utensils. Then the leaders of Israel, the tribal leaders who had organized the census, came and brought their offerings. Together they brought 6 carts and 12 oxen. There was a cart for every 2 leaders and an ox for each leader. They presented these to the Lord in front of the tabernacle. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Receive their gifts and use these oxen and carts for the work of the tabernacle. Distribute them among the Levites according to the work they have to do." So Moses presented the carts and oxen to the Levites. He gave 2 carts and 4 oxen to the Gershonite division for their work, and 4 carts and 8 oxen to the Merarite division for their work. All their work was done under the leadership of Ithamar, son of Aaron, the priest. But he gave none of the carts or oxen to the Kohathite division, since they were required to carry the sacred objects of the tabernacle on their shoulders. The leaders also presented dedication gifts for the altar at the time it was anointed. They each placed their gifts before the altar. The Lord said to Moses, "Let each leader bring his gift on a different day for the dedication of the altar." On the first day, Nahshon, son of Amminadab, leader of the tribe of Judah, presented his offering. The offering consisted of a silver platter weighing about 3¼ pounds and a silver basin of about 1¾ pounds. These were both filled with grain offerings of choice flour mixed with olive oil. He also brought a gold container weighing about 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1-year-old male lamb as a burnt offering, a male goat for a sin offering, and 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 1-year-old male lambs for a peace offering. This was the offering brought by Nahshon, son of Amminadab. Okay, all right. So on the second day, Nathaniel, son of Zuar, leader of the tribe of Issachar, presented his offering. The offering consisted of a silver platter weighing about 3¼ pounds and a silver basin of about 1¾ pounds. These were both filled with grain offerings of choice flour mixed with olive oil. He also brought a gold container weighing about 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1-year-old male lamb as a burnt offering, a male goat for a sin offering, and 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 1-year-old male lambs for a peace offering. This was the offering brought by Nathaniel, son of Zuar. On the third day, man, I can't even read tonight, or every night. On the third day, Eliab, son of Helon, with an H, Helon, leader of the tribe of Zebulun, presented his offering. The offering consisted of a silver platter weighing about 3¼ pounds, and a silver basin of about 3¾ pounds. These were both filled with grain offerings of choice flour mixed with olive oil. He also brought a gold container weighing about 4 ounces, which was filled with incense. He brought a young bull, a ram, and a 1 year old male lamb as a burnt offering, a male goat for a sin offering, and 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 1 year old male lambs for a peace offering. This was the offering brought by Eliab, son of Helon. Alrighty, we have got to the end of our reading, and I don't remember what music I was playing. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna play this one again. I honestly forgot. Anyways, this is the Bible in 5 years, and we're reading the Bible in chronological order. More than 300 or 400 stories, biblical stories, and it's going to take us a while, 3-4 years maybe. But we always read these stories, or we always, yeah, they're not long, they're short stories, 3 verses, or from 3 to 30 verses, no longer than that. Sometimes 34, 33, depends how the reading is. If the story is too long, I tend to divide it in 2 or 3 sections. But we're trying to make these 10 minutes or less, whether it be an audio or a video, because we are in Spotify. Okay, they have audios and they have videos, so 10 minutes or less, and we have a couple of handfuls of videos that are a little bit over than 10 minutes. But the idea is to make them short, so you remember what we read. I probably talk sometimes more than what we read, but there is sometimes when we read a lot, almost 10 minutes, and I just give a very short explanation. And whereas the other way around, I guess I tend to blabber or talk a lot. So anyways, and the reason we do these short readings is so I remember what we read, and you remember hopefully what we have read. So we remember, because the other programs which are really good, like the Bible in 1 year, they read sometimes from 2-3 different places of the Bible, and I think it's too much, and you don't end up remembering anything. But maybe intelligent people probably remember everything, but most of us are above average. No, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, and this project podcast is aimed for people who have never read the Bible. They don't know what the Bible says. They're not familiarized with the Bible, or maybe they don't care about the Bible. And it's okay. We're not going to judge you here. Besides, we're not going to ask you to subscribe or like or nothing. There's no compromise here. All I want you to do is either listen or watch, so you get familiarized with the Bible stories. And you like, oh, that's okay. I know now what the Bible says. In case somebody ever around you is talking about the Bible, and you can give your input about it, right? And whatever happens between you and God is your business. And but if you happen to be a Christian and you stumble into this podcast, you also can help us. How? You go to check the links below or above for Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube, and go to those links, click on it, create an account, subscribe, like. Maybe don't create an account. I think you just subscribe and you like, and then give a click on the little bell to remind you when the shows come on. That's how it works. And why? So the algorithm helps us to promote more of the show. That's how it works. The more a show is listened or watched, the more they bring it out there for anybody else. So that's what we're trying to do. And that's how you can help us. Okay? And don't get offended, because this show is not for Christians. Don't get offended. We're trying to bring the reading of the Bible in form of stories for people who have never read the Bible. Maybe you go to church and you never have read the Bible. I don't know. Anyways, so let us know where you watch or where you're listening from. It will be greatly appreciated.